All right, I just walked out of Superman. Saw it 3D IMAX. Great choice. But wow. So I've been kind of not engaged with superhero movies recently, especially with what Marvel's doing. I just can't anymore. They all feel the same. They all feel like you can't really. The characters don't take the thing seriously. Why should you take it seriously? And there's just a tonal disconnect. And frankly, I haven't cared since like Endgame, frankly. But this one felt different. When I saw the promotional material for Superman, there was something different. It was the tone. The tone especially got me hyped. Superman was my most excited. The film I was most excited for. I'm not in frame. The film I was most excited for over the summer. I mean, Fantastic Four is fine, whatever. I'll go see that, but I'm not really excited for it. But Superman. All right, so my review. I loved it. It was a fantastic movie. The thing they get most right is the tone. It is hard to explain this, but the film takes itself seriously. They are not quipping jokes all the time. This is not a MCU movie. This is the most un-MCU movie, and I love it for that. It feels weighty. It feels serious. It has serious themes, and they explore those themes pretty thoroughly. I really liked it. I don't really know what else to say. Let's see. Cinematography is on point. There was a lot of cool camera angles, lots of cool slow-mo effects. I really enjoyed that. Framing was fantastic. There was obviously they obviously were posing for a couple of shots, but it looked fantastic. I'm not going to blame for that. So that was cinematography is on point. Music, I'm a bit whatever on the music because, I mean, it was good, but half the soundtrack is the John Williams score just remixed in different ways? Like, I feel like they can't really escape that, and I don't know if they're trying to, because that is the Superman thing. It's iconic, and people love it, but it does feel like, I don't know. It never felt like nostalgia baity, which was good. It never felt like, hey, you know this song? That's a great song. Now we're going to play that and make you happy. It didn't feel like that at all. It was well placed. It added to the moment, so that was good. Besides that, not a lot of standout tracks. Alright, what else before I get to the plot? Acting. I'll do acting real quick. Acting is really good, especially for Superman and Lex Luthor. They're perfect. They were perfect. I don't know how else to say it. I never thought during the movie that they were actors. They completely embodied their character, and I loved it so much. I wish there was a little bit more Guy Gardner because he was awesome. I wish there was more of him. But besides that, every character was on point, doing what they were supposed to do, adding to the story, and it just felt so natural. So, the plot. I am going to avoid spoilers, but I will say that in Act 3, it does kind of go off the deep end just a little bit. Like, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. But beyond that, I'm going to bring up the tone again. It has a very solid core. The core of this guy who just wants to do good, and people are not letting him. And, well, yeah. I would see writing a Superman movie to be very hard, because how do you have stakes with a superhero movie with the superhero whose power it is that he's amazing at everything? How do you do that? And traditionally, what you would do is you'd have them go after the love interest or something. And we all know that. We've seen that a million times. But they didn't do that here. They actually made stakes personal to Superman that were ideological. They were a battle of beliefs, and I love that. It was perfect. I'm really astounded. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm just kind of blown away. So, fantastic movie. Best movie I've seen in a bit. I would say, what would I say? I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. It didn't quite bring it home with the third act. It never really quite hit the highs that I expect from a 10 out of 10. Like the Batman, the Batman, Logan, Into the Spider-Verse, like those. It's not that level, but it is right below. It does everything well, but nothing, and it does everything great. It is everything great. I really, really enjoyed it, especially for the tone. I keep bringing that up. It feels like a real movie. It doesn't feel like a superhero movie. I love that. All right, and that's all I got. So I'll say Superman, 9 out of 10. I would watch it again. If I have time, I might go see it in theaters again. I'm thinking about it. But go see Superman. Fantastic movie.